Hey guys, this is Ify and welcome back to my kitchen. Just that today we're not cooking. Nope. Today I'm going to be talking to you about something very important. Something that many people, many of you have been asking me how I did it. Yeah. So a lot of you have been asking, how did I transition from one career to another? I don't know how many of you know, but if you don't know, I mean, it's fine. So I'm a lawyer and I've practiced for well over a decade. Did it all: corporate, litigation, intellectual property, everything. And while I was working, I had my side thing. So a lot of questions I've been getting is, how did I transition from law into food content creation, lifestyle blogging, and all of that? And just so you know, yes, I resigned from corporate 2 years ago to face this fully. Yep, I did. How did I do it? Simple. I'm going to be sharing tips and should I say tricks? I don't know, but I'm going to be sharing with you what I did basically to give me this freedom that I have, that I'm enjoying so much. Okay, right. So I'm going to start from the beginning. I've always known that to be financially independent and to enjoy financial freedom, at least to a large extent, you cannot dwell on one source of income or focus on just one source of income. I know you all have heard that, right? Well, I was in the same shoes you are in right now. I was just a lawyer doing my regular 9 to 5, go out in the morning. Well, in Lagos, Nigeria, it's not 9 to 5. It is more like 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you live in Lagos, Nigeria, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'd leave in the morning, come back in the evening around 8 p.m. and that's it. And you know, you're always told to find your purpose in life. Find your purpose, find your purpose. How do you find your purpose? That's another kettle of fish. Hopefully, I'll be able to touch on that as we go along, right? Great. So I had the normal 9 to 5. I'll go to work, come back in the evening, sleep. The next day continues, and it's a rat race all over again. It's, you know, there was nothing fulfilling, nothing special. I'm not saying having a 9 to 5 is not good. Oh, of course it's good. It gave me the leverage. It gave me the step to where I am now. Yeah, so if you're not enjoying your 9 to 5 now, I think you should enjoy it. At least it pays you enough to pay your bills and pay, you know, what you need to do. So please enjoy it. So what did I do? How did I find my purpose and how did I get to the next move? Now, this is what I did. I had no clue on what to do. I had no clue on what I wanted to do. I was clueless. I was like you. I just knew I wanted another source of income. Going to work in the morning and evening could not be it. It is not it. So I started thinking to myself, what is that thing that I enjoy doing? What is that thing that I love to do with the least amount of effort, yet people appreciate it all around me? And then I said, look, you know what? You like cooking. You like cooking. I really love cooking, but how do I make cooking an extra source of income or sharing my recipes? I was clueless. I didn't know what to do. So I knew that I love to cook, but I mean, I can't run a restaurant with the kind of work I do. I'll stop saying that 9 to 5. With the kind of work I do, 6 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m., there's just no way in this world I am going to run a restaurant by the side, or I'm going to start cooking by the side. My job did not allow me to do that. So I started thinking, I thought long and hard, like not just thinking, I was praying. I must have prayed for I don't know how many years for just God. I was like, God, please just give me a sense of direction. Give me a purpose. Just give me something. I know that I want to do something more, you know. So while I was praying, I was still thinking about it. I was considering everything. And then one day, I think I was just browsing, and then I saw where some people were giving a promotion, you know, that you can come and learn baking instead of, was it 50K, pay 17,000 naira and then learn a whole lot of cake recipes, you know. Honestly, I have zero interest, or should I say I had zero interest in baking. Baking was never my first love. It's not, it's not something I enjoy like that. I love to bake, but not, like that. I don't know if you know what I mean. Anyway, so in my zeal to have a second source of income, I took up that opportunity. I paid my 17,000 naira, and luckily the baking classes were on Saturdays, right, for at least 4 or 5 weeks. So I took that opportunity, and then I attended that baking course. So when I finished attending that baking course, I started baking and giving my friends out freebies in the office to taste. They loved it, by the way. They absolutely loved it. It was stressful, I'm not going to lie to you, but that hunger, that resilience was in me, that I know I have to do something, a side gig. So I didn't give up. It was very stressful. Come back from work late and start baking and all that. Now, there was one dream of mine that had always been in my heart. One dream that I never let it go. And that's another way you find your purpose. If there's a dream in your heart, if there's something God has planted in your heart, it will never go. It won't disappear. It will keep coming to you. So what is that thing that has, coming to you over the years that you just haven't been able to shake off? It's there. You've not done anything about it, but it's there. It's something you've been wanting to do. That can give you an inkling or a clue as to what your purpose is. Do you get what I mean? Good. So do not neglect it. You can bring it to fore and start working on it. That's another way. All right? Good. Now, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. It's always been one dream of mine. Like every time I see people, I used to consume YouTube a lot in university, in secondary school. I was a huge consumer of YouTube. So I always saw myself one day as putting out content so that I could do it. So while I was working one day, I took time off work. I think about 3 or 4 days. I wanted to shoot my YouTube videos. I got a technical crew, hired technical crew, cameras, lights, action, all of that thing. I actually shot 10 episodes. I wanted to start putting them out every Friday, once a week. So I shot 10 episodes. That was all I could do in the 3 days that I took off from work, and then I waited for the videographer or editor to edit the videos. Guys, let me tell you something. Till today, I did not set my eyes on those videos. This was in 2015. Yeah, 2015. I didn't set my eyes on those videos. Meanwhile, I'd opened an Instagram page. I'd opened my YouTube channel in anticipation from when the videos would come out, and then I can start posting. While I was waiting for my YouTube videos, I started going hard on Instagram, putting out videos. It was catching on. People loved it. I was having followers. I can never forget how excited I was when I had my first 5,000 followers. I said, what? Me? 5,000 people are following me. Hey! More. Anyway, I started growing like that. I'll never forget how I used to go to my colleagues at work and actually take their phone from them and click the follow button. Like, hey. Anyway, it went on and on and on like that. And then I didn't even know influencing was a thing. I didn't know. I was just sharing my passion. I was just sharing videos. And all of a sudden, one day, one lady approached me and said she wanted me to use her products, cook and put on Instagram. I was so excited. I told her, she asked me, how much will you charge? I can never forget this day. It was in the conference room at my law firm. I asked her to come meet me there. So she came, we sat down in my conference room, and then she asked me how much will I bill her to use her product and put it out there on Instagram. Do you know what your Ife's kitchen said to her? Do you know what Ife said? I said, no, ma, I'll do it for free. Ha, yes. I told her I'll do it for free. I was just so excited. I didn't know anything about influencing. So I told her, oh, please don't worry. Don't bother paying me. I'll do it for free. I was that excited. And she insisted. She said, no, you're putting your time, you're putting effort. You should at least get paid. So how much? I said, anything you pay me, I will take. Because I had no clue. So this lady paid me to use her product to put something out there, and I was like, wow. So that was how my influencing journey started. And so when I put out the first video, I think other brands saw, oh my gosh, she has an audience, a really engaged audience, and then people started coming. And so I would come back from I skipped something. How did I build my Instagram page? I skipped that part. Very good. Now I'll tell you. During my quest to find something extra to do by the side, a second side gig or side hustle, I used to listen to a lot of motivational speakers on YouTube. Like, it was my thing. A lot of them, like Les Brown. Hey, what's this guy's name? Okay, I used to listen to a lot of motivational speakers on YouTube. Les Brown, Jim Rohns, so many people, so many. Like, I was hungry. I had a deep hunger for success. I really wanted to succeed, to do something, to just be somebody. So I used to consume a lot of motivational videos. And Gary Vee was the guy that changed my life. Gary Vee changed my life. This was what he said, and this was what I lived by. Gary Vee said, 9 to 5 is for your employer. 9 to 5 is for your employer. When you come back from work, from that 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, that is the time you have to build your life. You can't go to bed. You can't watch TV and go to sleep. So you can't keep saying there's no time. And so I was like, okay, why don't I try this? And then I used to listen to Les Brown. Les Brown used to say something. He said, it is possible. It is possible. So that stuck to my head. It is possible. And the fact that after 5 o'clock was your time. And so I started with that mantra. It is possible. It is possible for me to change my life. It is possible for me to do something, to step out of the ordinary and become extraordinary. How? I don't know. But it is possible. So I'm going to start with what I have and with where I am. So when I get back from work every day at about 8-9 p.m., I'll take my phone. I had one Samsung phone like that. I'll take it to the kitchen and start filming. You know, those are the videos I was putting out on Instagram. I'll film till like 1 p.m. The next 1 p.m. 1 a.m. every night or every morning, early in the morning, 1 a.m. Then I'll go to bed. By 5 a.m. I'm up, get ready for work. I'll be editing my videos in the car, then post on Instagram. Like that, I kept going. Weekends were non-existent for me because it was back-to-back filming, so I could have content to post on my Instagram page. Like, it was almost like an obsession. I was working 24 hours, come back from work, enter the kitchen, start filming. The only thing I had at the back of my mind was, it is possible. You have to work. You have to do the work. You cannot die from working hard. So I lived by that. And thank God it paid off. I built an audience. I have over 1 million followers on Instagram. Now I have 1.2 actually, and counting. So that was how I built my Instagram page from when I was working, doing my 9 to 5. And so what am I saying in essence? There's really no time for anything, but you can make the time. If you don't want to make the time, then you're going to find excuses. You can make the time. You can cut short your hours of sleep. Stop sleeping. Stop going to parties. Stop wasting your time. Start working, and just know that hard work never kills anybody. It has never killed anybody. Put your mind and your focus to it while you're praying to God at the same time. So you're going to work like your life depends on it while you're praying like that prayer is what is going to change your life. And you need to believe in yourself. So if you are where you are right now and you don't know the next step to take, look at me. I did it. Now, I was able to resign 2 years ago because there was really no point working in the 9 to 5 anymore. There was no point. And then again, somebody introduced me to a book, The Power of Focus. Do you get what I mean? So I'm there in my 9 to 5. I'm not giving it my all. I also have my Instagram page or my content creation. I'm not giving it my all because I'm divided. I go to work, come back, do this. So there's more I could do. So what did I do? I resigned. You have to look at your finances actually. Do you have enough leverage, something to live on while you've resigned? Do you get what I mean? So I looked at all of that. It was with so much fear and trepidation in my heart that I resigned from what I had known for over a decade to face what I don't know, to become an entrepreneur. It was tough. It was the toughest decision of my life. But I know something, nothing good comes from a place of comfort. And the people who have made it in life, who have done great things, they always say something, do it afraid. They were also scared. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it afraid and put in all my focus and energy in this food content creation, because honestly, that's what keeps me up at night. It makes my heart beat fast. It wasn't the law. It wasn't the law. When my friends would be at work talking about becoming SAN, talking about, becoming a partner, my mind was in the next food video I'm going to create. I'm telling you the truth. So that was how I knew that, look, my heart wasn't beating for law or for the legal. In fact, I've done over a decade. So what is it again? What do I want again? My parents, were they in support? They were scared as well. How do you leave law to start food content creation? Did he understand it? Even me, I did not fully understand it, but I just knew there was potential there for me. So I took the deep plunge and I resigned. Even though after I resigned for like 2 weeks, I was depressed. Like, I cried every day. I kept questioning myself, have I done the right thing? Did I do the right thing? At least I had the salary coming in at the end of every month, constant K. Do you get? I've never ever been without work, right from when I finished my NYSC or my it was NYSC. Since I finished NYSC, I've never been without a job, and all of a sudden I'm using my own hands literally to step out of paid employment. And so I just told myself, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And besides, I do not want to die. I do not want to be on my deathbed regretting, why did I not take the plunge? So I decided, you know what, it is a risk worth taking. I'm going to take it. And if I fail, at least I tried. So that was the only thing at the back of my mind. I decided to resign and face this. And guys, many times I look back and I say, what were you afraid of? What were you afraid of? But you see, I did it afraid. So many of you are in this position where you want to take the next step, but you are scared. Don't be scared. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Fortune favors only the bold. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be doing it. So take that risk, take that next step, be bold, take it. At least you tried. If you fail, then you can try something else. And the only way you learn is if you try, you fail, then you move on. At least you know that one failed. You will not do it like that again, right? So if you are in a position, or if you are in a place where you're wondering what your next step is, I'm going to ask you to think of that thing which you find easy doing, that thing which you love, and then offer it for free to people. Service, act of service. Offer it for free. You get a reward for it later. When people start seeing, oh, there's value there, then you can put a price to it, right? Because how do you know if there's value? Then people start asking for it. When people don't ask for it, then you know there's no value there, and then you stop and move on to the next thing. Okay, so don't be afraid to start something while you have your 9 to 5. Stop saying there is no time. There is time. If you have to stop sleeping, if you have to stop going to parties, if you have to stop anything that is not important, please stop it and focus on your future. It is your future you're playing with. There is no time. There is no time. If you notice, time runs very, very fast. So just stop saying there's no time. Stop making excuses, because the only person your excuses is making sense to is you. So stop it. And then you need to believe in yourself. You need to take a mantra. You need something to focus on. You can start telling yourself that it is possible. Keep saying it until you believe it. Because when you believe it, then you start acting it out. So take my life, for example. My life has changed for the better. After many years of being on Instagram, I decided to move on to the next challenge and I started focusing on YouTube. So I started actively on YouTube again in 2020. Was I scared? Of course I was scared, because there are many food bloggers, many food pages, many food hosts on YouTube. So why would my own be different? But then someone said again, you have to be in it to win it. So I decided, you know what? I will start. So I started my YouTube channel with so much fear in my heart. And thank God I decided to do that, because see where we are now, and it's only getting better and better every day. I am growing every day. I'm getting better and people are looking up to me. And why? That's because I decided to do it afraid. I took that step. So you have to do it. You have to stop saying there is no time. You have to stop saying you do not have the resources. Guys, start where you are with what you have. It can only get better. Ask your friends, your family, your relatives. Ask people to pitch in to help you. Do you get what I mean? So if you cannot pay for services of professionals, learn it yourself. Thank God for YouTube. You can learn anything on YouTube if you can dedicate the time and the effort to do so. You can learn anything. Do it yourself, and with God on your side, you will succeed. And one day, you'll be advising other people on how to move forward. So if you are in a spot right now, you can move forward by doing everything I've said. Does it make sense? Okay. Guys, honestly, I don't know if this is the kind of video you like or the kind of video you want to see from me. I'm living by what I preach. Do it afraid. It's something that's always been in my heart to share, because I believe somebody or two people or three or four might benefit from this video. So if you've enjoyed watching this video, just type awesome video so I know you enjoy this kind of videos, and then from time to time I could just sit and share my life experiences and tell you what I know is true, because it worked for me and so it can work for you. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and so until I see you in another video, take care, and of course keep eating good food. Bye. So I want to stop saying this so pardon me. And it's a rat. So I knew that baking, if you start, I knew that at least, oh gosh, I truly did not practice. I didn't really get ready for this. Truly showing. But I'll just share my story.